Hello, and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Wakfu, episode 14. So yeah, last time we saw two different things. The first one, of course, was the background for the time wizard Nox. And we saw his family, because yes, you clarified that to me, that we saw indeed his family. And yes, my assumption was that he lost his family in a tragic accident or in a war or an attack. I don't know exactly what it was, but that drive him mad. Of course, uh, now that he's completely crazy, he just wants his family back, and he doesn't care about the consequences of his actions. He just wants his family back. So that's why he's absorbing the Wakfu, which is, I assume, the energy or the vital energy from the world, and trying to bring back his family with the help of that weird cube we saw. But of course, this is a terrible thing to do because you're doing something completely against nature. So I don't know the consequences or the exact consequence that this will bring, but sure, this is going to be one hell of a villain because he has motivation and he doesn't care if his motivation is completely wrong. But yes, later on we saw, of course, this kind of terror episode, and I use quote marks because yeah, it wasn't terrifying, and I don't think the intention of the writers was to scare us. Because they put too much comedy in there. So, yes, it was very fun, especially the villain, because the map was the villain. Well, the map combined with a spider. But yes, it was very funny. It was very interesting to see the heroes in a close environment in which they cannot escape in this long or huge field, being attacked by probably one of the weakest monsters they have faced. So yeah, but yeah, it was pretty funny and I really enjoyed it. But I think I spoke enough about the last episode, so yeah, let's cut this and watch the next one, shall we?
Tu t'en sors, noble guerrier?
Yeah, he's still seasick. Oh god!
Courage, moussaillon! Ce soir, ça ira mieux. En plus, on a un salbatros à bord. Ça porte bonheur aux marins.
Quoi, cette horrible bête? Avec une tête de bonheur à qui que ce soit.
What the hell happened there?
Même si je suis un amoureux de la terre et de ce qu'elle cache, j'ai toujours été attiré par les profondeurs.
And the treasures, right?
Je ne plus d'être marin.
D'être pirate, tu veux dire?
Un petit mot pour faire plaisir.
Tu devrais manger, triste pas. Tiens, c'est pour toi.
The bird just ate it. Oh!
Tu crois que c'est toi le boss, Salbatros? Tu vas me rendre ce repas et tout de suite je compte sur tes... Et t'avises pas de revenir, poisson malheur!
Mais qu'est-ce que t'as fait, malheureux? On va choper la poisse avec tes yopris. Les salbatros protègent les bateaux.
Ah, c'est de marin d'eau douce, ça.
And of course, this is the moment the bird left. Holy, and it's not. What? How such a storm happen in seconds?
Non, mais regardez-moi ça. Regardez-moi ce
Look at this devastation.
La ruelle va préparer.
Bon, qui va chercher l'eau et les arbres?
He's having so much fun.
Bon, ben, je crois que c'est clair.
Only those three. Wait, that sounded like the Legend of Zelda, the Majora's Mask, when you're in the temple, in the first temple.
Là, regardez. J'y vais. Waouh! J'aurais jamais vu des fruits comme ça. On appelle ça des bananes agrumes. C'est plein de vitamines. C'est très bon. On nous en servait au château parfois. Tu te souviens, Eva? Eva? C'est bon. Comment t'as dit que ça t'appelait déjà?
What happened?
Amalia? Eva?
Oh! What the hell is that?
La fille du roi Satida Sharamsha. Et je vous ordonne de nous relâcher sur le champ.
Ici, c'est moi qui ordonne. Je sais très bien ce que vous êtes. Les créatures corrompues.
Corrupted creatures.
C'est à cause de mécréants comme vous que la nature est en péril.
J'avais raison. Être débile.
Oh! I like the way they move. I like the way they walk.
C'est horrible. Regardez dans quel état ils sont.
That's a generator right there.
C'est quoi ces grands totems? On va pas tarder à le savoir. Ah, c'est trop serré. Je peux rien faire. Az, c'est bien, allez, continue comme ça. C'est pas grave. Va chercher Ruelle et Pinpin.
Oh, the bird. Oh! Not a friendly one now. Okay, I like the design. I love the design of the backgrounds. I always do. Who is this moon? This is kind of a King Kong. Well, this has a King Kong vibe.
Eva, qu'est-ce qui se passe? On va pas tarder à le savoir.
If they capture one of the girls, or even Hugo, and just look at the size of that thing. That doesn't look as threatening as I thought. Wait, I thought it was just.
C'est tout? Tout ça pour un abo poilu?
What the hell? Yeah, it's kind of a King Kong vibe. But I thought it was massive.
Jamais ce macaque fait du mal à mon ami. Tu le regretteras tête en bois. Tu ferais mieux de nous détacher tout de suite.
Moon ne vous a pas choisi. Pour à peine, vous serez cuit en ragoût.
Cooked.
Vous êtes jeune. La viande sera bientôt.
Oh man. Pump on. And this door.
Qu'est-ce que dépêcher?
Oh. Oh. That thing is intelligent. And he's still there? Come on. Hello. He was waiting there all the whole day? Fly faster, little friend. Fly faster. Oh! It's over. Ah, convenient. It's close for the speech.
C'est Moon. Quel drôle de petit singe.
Nous le vénérons depuis plusieurs centaines d'années.
At
Des centaines d'années? Mais aucune créature de chair ne vit aussi longtemps.
C'est son marteau magique qui lui donne ses pouvoirs. Malgré les apparences, notre petit ami est incroyablement puissant. Ce n'est pas lui le véritable danger sur cette île. Saul le tortueux est un être malfaisant, assoiffé de pouvoir et malin.
okay.
Il m'a jeté dans le vide de la plus haute falaise de l'île. Une chute mortelle.
Is the
Après
priest.
soit rendu à Sadida, j'ai pu invoquer des feuillages pour amortir ma chute. C'est Moon qui m'a recueilli. Sans lui, je mangerais les pissenlits par la racine. Depuis, je me cache ici en attendant de retrouver des forces pour le défier.
J'ai des amis qui peuvent nous aider. Mais il faut que Moon me laisse les prévenir.
Alors Sadida est avec nous. Notre ami est toujours une bonne patte quand il a le ventre plein et il me semble qu'il vous affectionne particulièrement. Si vous lui demandez gentiment, peut-être même qu'il vous aidera.
Tiens, voilà des desserts qui arrivent. Occupez-vous d'eux.
On mérite au moins d'être traité en plat de résistance.
Resistance. Oh, yes. They're pretty good. Oh. Okay, I love this animation. Oh, the coordination. Oh. That was impressive! Especially for the coordination between those two. Come on, that's nothing for him.
C'était évident.
That was obvious. What? Oh, that's the hammer of the monkey! Oh.
Je crois que j'ai encore gagné en puissance.
Il y est pour rien, t'es...
Le brain!
Je crois qu'on doit ce petit coup de pouce à notre chère Amalia.
Ça doit être en rapport avec mes pouvoirs, mais je ne supporte pas d'avoir les mains attachées. Il ne va pas tarder à arriver.
He's going to steal the hammer. Because that's the source of the power of the monkey. Yeah, I knew it.
Je crois qu'une bonne fête Adidas s'impose.
Oh, it's like Thor's hammer. Without the inconvenience. Holy! Okay, that's a lot of power.
Je dirais bien qu'on va avoir besoin de moi.
Hugo, debout. Ça se corse. Saul a volé le marteau du petit singe. Il possède maintenant le pouvoir d'un dieu.
Are you serious? So yeah, it's exactly like Thor's hammer.
Le pouvoir. Cela fait des années que j'attends ce moment. Exactement. Et désormais, ce pouvoir est mien.
But just how powerful a god in this world is. Because there are several of them.
Ça, ça y est. L'arc d'Eva, la poupée d'Amalia et tiens, c'est quoi ces bouts de livres?
Strange disc.
Bien le bonjour, noble villageois. Excusez-moi pour
That is not.
Viens voir par là, toi.
Oh! Oh, it burns!
Me vaincre alors que je possède...
Oh!
Le marteau. Il est protégé par les pouvoirs du marteau.
On va pas déjà jeter les pompes. Tiens, attrape tout ça si tu peux. Frappez.
Yeah. He doesn't care about it.
Regardez ce que vous avez fait.
Oh, he cares about the sanctuary.
Pas d'ici vivant, je vais vous enterrer.
Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Ouais, je crois qu'il est temps de filer.
Pas avant de m'être débarrassé. Là, toi.
It's just a shadow.
Mais vous allez où comme ça?
What are we doing?
Montrez-moi ce que vous avez dans le ventre. Je croyais t'avoir dit que c'était inutile.
C'est ce qu'on va voir.
Oh! Oh!
On y était presque. Sans
Oh, come on!
dans la puissance du marteau ancestral.
Merci. D'abord, je me débarrasse de ce truc muscluant.
Just. Okay, that was easy.
Et toute puissante.
I did not expect that to be that easy.
Et voilà, une corde pour Eva.
Oh!
Il fait moins le malin, ses pieds sous terre.
Peuple cannibale, écoutez-moi. Ne vous laissez pas dominer par votre peur. Ensemble, débarrassons-nous de cet usurpateur.
Botan, tu as survécu. L'affreuse petite peste avait donc raison. Tu aurais mieux fait de rester caché.
Tu as toujours sous-estimé la force du peuple cannibale.
Cannibals. Oh!
C'est tout? Vous pensez vraiment me retenir avec ces bouts de ficelle?
But they are doing something.
Pour toi, gamin, tu es vraiment stupide.
Tu vas voir qui est stupide.
Oh, he can move the portals at will. That's great. Who has the hammer? The monkey or the fake priest?
Impossible. Il est invulnérable.
No, he doesn't have the hammer. Yeah. Oh! Oh, the strength of that monkey.
Sadida vous protège dans votre voyage. En voyant les pouvoirs de ce garçon, je me doute qu'il doit être captivant.
He's going to stay there?
Au revoir, petit.
Oh, okay, no, she is not going to stay there.
Je n'oublierai jamais.
Ah, one of those robots. That thing is still growing! Okay, he was very angry against that guy. Yeah, good luck getting down.
Au moins, j'ai pu récupérer mes livres.
Ah.
Avant ce soir, nous devrions être en vue de l'île d'Oma.
Oh, that's close.
Encore des gommes en salbatros sur le chemin.
Ce truc de malchance. N'importe quoi. Moi, je vous parie que ce bateau arrivera sur le
Don't
chemin
say that! Of course. Oh. But I have to stop it there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just watched the episode. It was a funny one, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it again and, well, be back with my comments. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the episode of Wakfu. Yeah, again, it started with everybody relaxing. They were doing mundane activities, just chilling out. The only one who was happy and was very attentive to I don't want to say the route. It was, of course, Ruel. The rest were kind of doing their stuff, fishing, and fishing for competition, of course, and just relaxing. And poor Popon, he was just miserable because, yes, he is still seasick. But yeah, anyway, hell, even Eva was making fun of him. Yeah, everybody was just completely relaxed. And apparently, and I guess this is a sailor's legend or sailor's, I don't know how to call it. The albatross is a bird that if you have one in your ship, it will bring you good luck. Or if an albatross arrives, I guess it has to be free and the albatross has to come to you freely so for that to work. But of course, Popon didn't care about that because he was completely miserable through the whole ordeal. But before that, of course, we saw kind of a sad Amelia because after this adventure is over, she has to go back to her kingdom. And that means that, of course, she's going to be back to being just a princess. Yeah, she behaves like a princess some of the time. She's bratty and she demands stuff. But still, I think she's very happy while she's taking part of this adventure because she's free. She can do stuff that I don't think is allowed in her palace. So yeah, even if she behaves like a princess, she enjoys the life she has now. The problem is, of course, that, well, it has to be over. It has to end. And that ending is apparently close by. I don't know how close because so far I know there are 3 seasons of the series, like 65 episodes. So yeah, I don't think the adventures are over, or I don't know if they're gonna change the cast. Well, the characters we saw here. So yeah, I don't know what is going to be the deal there. But anyway, yeah, they are sad. And in that moment, of course, somebody, Evangeline, offers food to Popon, but he's just sick, and the albatross just ate the freaking food, and he was mad, and he scared away the bird. Of course, this is a curse, apparently, again. He's a curse because, yes, you scare the good luck. But I never thought it's going to be decaying so fast. The sky was kind of cloudy, but not much. You can see the stars. But in the moment that we abandoned the ship, all hell break loose. A huge storm. And not just a storm, tornadoes, or I don't know how to call. No, they are not tornadoes. Hurricanes start to appear and just trashing the boat in its entirety. And they were, well, in an island. They end up in an island with a broken boat. Of course, 3 of them want to go and explore to see if they can find food or something like that to repair the boat. Ruel was just trying to repair the boat but just hammering, which is ridiculous. But, well, unless you are in Age of Empire or something like that. But come on, this is reality. And of course, Popon was just so happy because he was jumping in a fish or running away from the fish. I'm not exactly sure what the hell he was doing. I guess he was just happy because he was on land. But yeah, once in land and those three started to explore, they found some weird fruit. Of course, this is just an excuse for them to be disappearing one by one. First Evangeline, then Amelia, and at the end, of course, Hugo. We saw that they were captured by these cannibals, I think they are called. And they are, of course, angry. But Evangeline even called one of them stupid and just was hit. But yeah, this priest was the villain. And yes, you can see even from the beginning that he was the villain. This village, I know I cannot see that in their eyes, but in the way they move, it was so scared of this guy, so they just obey him. Eh, they were captured and they couldn't do anything about it. Even Ash couldn't help them this time because yes, the rope were too tightly put around their hands or way too well constructed to be able to, well, just break them. So yeah, he went after help, but unfortunately a huge bird just attacked him and he has to hide for a whole lot of time. Yes, because later on we saw that even Nightfall appear or start, and yes, this little bird was still hiding in the trunk of this tree. But yeah, going back to our heroes. They were offered as a sacrifice for their god in this case. And I thought at the beginning it was obviously a King Kong type of plot that some of them were going to convince this huge monkey to help them because yeah, the priest is corrupt or some nonsense like that. And that's exactly what I thought. And yes, it kind of is. But I did not expect the size of the monkey because yes, I expect something like, I don't know, a huge King Kong type of monkey or ape. But no, it was just a small one. That took me by complete surprise. I really wasn't expecting that. And of course, the monkey chose Amelia. I think the name was Moon. The name of the monkey was Moon. He took Amelia and went away. The other two were not chosen, therefore they are going to be eaten. We follow this monkey and Amelia. And at the beginning I thought it was kind of a mechanical stuff, the bridge that appeared. But no, apparently the hammer of the monkey can create these totems. So yeah, that's what it was. He arrived to a cottage. And the monkey didn't have any wrong intentions with Amelia. He just wanted, I don't know, company or save somebody. I am not entirely sure what is the deal there. But he talked with the last priest. He told her that this new priest, this guy, was just wanting power. He wanted power for himself. He wanted to seize the power. So he killed, or I thought he thought he killed the last priest and took his place. So yes, that is an ambitious villain. But not ambitious because his power was confined in this island. But anyway. So yeah, Amelia needed to rescue his friends. So he convinced the monkey, because yes, the monkey is intelligent, to help them. Luckily, Ash could be free from this bear, from chasing bird. And he arrived with Ruel and Poppin. And they arrived to rescue their friends. But of course, the huge amount of villagers that attacked them was overwhelming. But again, that small scene, that fighting scene was very, very well done. I love the choreographic fight because that shows that these two guys understand each other better than we thought at the beginning. So they can coordinate their attacks to be helpful to one another. Because yes, that is hard. It's hard to combine forces with somebody else because yeah, you don't know what the other guy is thinking. So maybe if you want to punch a guy, but perhaps the other one wants to punch him too, so it's going to be a mess. But no, these two guys are well coordinated, and I love the choreographic fight they had. Very realistic, and the amount, of course, they were overwhelmed, but luckily the monkey arrived and just punched the freaking priest with such force, with the hammer, of course. They were safe, and of course, Amelia told me, "Oh no, this priest is a fake. He doesn't represent your god. this case the monkey, Moon. So yeah, stop this and release my friends and be free. Unfortunately, the monkey released the hammer. And yes, I was kind of right when I said it's like Thor's hammer. And I'm talking about the old comics in which Thor is actually the hammer. Somebody that grabbed the freaking hammer of Thor will become the god of thunder. So, yes, this is very akin to that. This guy grabbed the hammer and he became a god. And again, I asked this during the video, during the fight, during the episode. But how powerful is a god in this world? Because yes, in this world I know there are several of them, but I don't know if there is a hierarchy of gods in this universe, or all gods are the same. That is something I'm really curious to know, because yes, if you're a god, or the thoughts of me of a god is just this invincible being that not, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, you are not going to be able to touch this guy. Of course, that wasn't the case. We have a fight scene, and of course, this guy was just apparently in that moment invincible. Even the aura that he has around him was just burning everybody who was trying to get close to this guy. So, well, yeah, even Hugo was burned his hand. They attacked with everything they had, but of course they did nothing to this guy because he was protected by the power of the hammer, and he was just destroying everything and everybody. Hell, even sent his shadow to fight Popon because he wanted to retrieve the weapons of everybody. I think the most important one was the arc of Evangeline. But luckily, this guy doesn't care about much about the village. He just cares about the aesthetic, I guess, of his new kingdom. But I don't know, because it's hard to decipher this character, because yes, he was angry because they were attacking the village, but I don't think he was worried for the people there. He was worried by the aesthetic of this place, of well, how his temple looks like, because I think he said something, sanctuary, not temple, sanctuary, he said sanctuary look like. So yeah, he was angry at that, and the best course of action was to drop something huge on his head. This didn't work, but luckily the monkey could grab the freaking hammer after another small kind of a struggle. No, I am lying. No, that's not true. He wasn't hurt by that. It was a combination of all of them, of course. The old priest say, okay, stop being afraid of this guy. Let's help each other to destroy him or to beat him. And of course, Amelia just create these vines that attack the guy, but of course at the beginning they couldn't do anything. But thanks, now this is something that works actually in this world. These prayers of the people make these vines stronger, so they could grab the guy, and the monkey could actually fight him, actually reach this guy and grab the hammer. So yeah, they grabbed the hammer and defeat this guy. And the monkey was so angry that he created a totem so huge that it just took a lot of time for it to stop growing. Yes, they defeat the guy and they start talking. And meanwhile, of course, the totem is still growing. Yeah, they said, okay, thank you. Do you liberate us from these bastards, from this evil priest? And they were very thankful, and I guess they helped with the reparation of the boat. Everything went well, and they returned to the boat. I thought at the beginning that Amelia was going to stay with them for a while, but no, she was just saying goodbye to the little monkey. The monkey was very excited because she kissed the little guy, and he was running around in the freaking island. Again, the totem is still growing, and the villain is still on top of the totem. So yes, they returned to the boat, and of course, again, poor Poppin, he was still seasick, and he felt terrible in that moment. Of course, he has to say that, oh, don't worry, we're gonna reach the island with no problem at all. Yeah, sure. Never said that. Never. Because after he finished that, we saw a huge shadow below the boat. And when the opening dies, it ends the episode. But yes, never said that. Never. Yeah, and of course we saw the end of the growth of the freaking totem. It reached space. And there is no way for him to survive if he wants to go back down. Which is a very cruel thing to do when you think about it. Because yes, oh, at least I have my books. And he start reading. But what is going to happen when you don't have food? Or water? That is a very slow death when you think about it. Unless I'm missing something else and it's part of the lore of this universe. But yeah, that's a very cruel way of killing somebody. Just place him in a tall place and with no food, no water, nothing. Yeah, that's going to be a slow death. Anyway, so yeah, that was the episode. It was very entertaining. Again, heavy on the action and the humor. Because even with the chase, with the bird chase, it was very funny the way he continued. The chase, of course, when Az was touching the tongue of the huge bird, and kind of bit of tension. And I love the way they changed the plot. Because I did not expect a small monkey. I expected a huge ape, kind of a gorilla. I expected something like that, but no, that caught me off guard, which is something that is really refreshing. So yeah, I really like this episode. It was very funny, very entertaining, and I love the action. Again, these guys really know how to choreograph fights. So yeah, I love it. I love this episode. But I think that's enough for now. So yeah, the only thing I have to say is thank you guys for your likes, for your views, for your comments, for your subscriptions. If you want to be a subscriber, click in the description below this video and remember to click on the bell so you can get notifications. And of course, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. So yeah, thank you so much guys for your attention and see you in the next one. Bye.